Hi there, my name's Jay, and I'm going to do my show and tell on an iPad app called Ask3. Ask3 is iPad and iPad only, so that's a bit of a limitation, but it is fantastic in what it does. Ask3 allows you to put as many classes as you like in. I've got two classes in here. One is my regular class at school. The second that I'm actually on at the moment, called Sofia, is a little girl that I tutor English in Moscow. We'll take a look at this one because this one's got some good interaction in it. I'll start by going through the different elements on the screen. So when you open Ask3, as you've seen that I've done, this is what you see. This is your own profile. That's me. This is where the classes are stored and where you can add by pressing the plus button. This is regular stuff, your frequently asked questions, feedback, emails, tutorials to get to grips with how to use it. The first one, the big one at the top, is create. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll start down at the bottom with class. Class is where your students are. Because this class that I've set up is only for one person, there's only one person in there. But if you had a class of, say, 10 or 12 or 20 or 30, you would have little icons in there for each one of them. The kids don't have to have an email or anything like that. They just have to have an iPad, and they have to have the class code, and they log into the class using that class code, and then they can upload a picture of themselves and that sort of thing as well. If we go back, you see the bulletin board. The bulletin board is where all the lessons get sent, so people can see them. Now, as the teacher, I have the ability to edit that as well, and as you can see, that I can get rid of lessons, or I can take some old ones away, cleaning it up a little bit for the new ones and that sort of thing. The main part is create. So we go into create. It's basically a nice big blank white canvas that you can do many things with. So if you were doing a lesson, for example, in maths, you can choose a color, as you've seen what I've done here. Maybe I want to use black, and you would 3 add 3 equals 6. You could go ahead and put whatever you like in there. You can draw here, obviously, in different colors, as you can see here, that sort of thing. You can clear. There's a little button down here in the corner. You flip it up like a little flip chart, and it clears the screen, and you can continue talking once you're recording whilst you're doing that. The other things you can do are you can put photos in. It allows you to take a photo right away, or you can choose from your library of photos. So I'll just take a click here and grab the first photo I see. It's a bottle of medicine. You can pinch and zoom the photo to whatever size you want. You can put it wherever you want on this space. And to set it down, you just have to hold your finger on top of it until the lines go away. And the photo is then static. It'll stay there for you. After that, you can choose whatever color you want, and you can make marks around the photo. So let's say that I really want people to know that this is a bottle. So I'll write the word bottle, and I can maybe choose another color here, and I can use a multitude of different tools. So there's a circle. So let's say I want to make a circle around the bottle itself. There you go. I can go back and take that circle away. Maybe I want to use the arrow function so that, I'll use a different color, so that you know that the word that I'm talking about is this, and maybe as I'm recording, I can say the bottle is where the green arrow is, not the red arrow. As you go, and then if you clear, you'll see that your picture stayed there, so you can continue giving your lesson, getting rid of what notes that you've given, but continue with the picture itself. So you can say different things and continue on. And that little red button down in the corner is where you'd record your lesson. So if I press that button, then we start recording. I'm recording the lesson as it goes now. I'm using an arrow to point to the bottle, changing color, using another arrow to point at the box, that sort of thing. And then I stop by pressing I can pause the lesson by pressing that pause button, or I can stop the lesson by pressing the check mark. Now once I've stopped the lesson, I can add a title to the lesson. So maybe I'll call this lesson Bottle. And then hit done. And the little up arrow means upload. So I've uploaded that now to my bulletin board, and Sophia will actually get, she'll be very confused because she'll get an email, a notification on her iPad to say that I've uploaded a new lesson for her. So what I better do is edit and take that away very quickly so that she knows that that's not a lesson for her. So if I go back, now go back to the bulletin board. One of the more interesting things that I found, I got into a bit of a dialogue with Sophia. There was a young boy that I did a recording with for Sophia. This is Andre. Andre does speak English, and I was trying to entice Sophia to learn English and to put a little more effort into it. He's a bit younger, and his message was essentially, "Hi Sophia, my name is Andre. I speak English. I hope you can too." So Sophia got to watch that, and she was very excited by that. If I go back to the bulletin board, there's post by Sophia. So she sent a message back to him, which was really cool. But the really cool thing, so I don't know if I can play this. Great. I hope you heard the audio there. I let it play. It was only a few seconds long. What happened then, after she's made that, is right here, using my login, because Andre doesn't have one, we were able to send messages back to Andre. So you can see I sent a message to her that was 11 seconds long, so I've sent a video message. Now there's two buttons down in the right-hand corner. One of them is a little speech bubble. The speech bubble is to leave a note. The other little message, the other little button, pardon me, is to leave a video message. So we've not left a speech note, so maybe we could do that now. I can press that button. Whoops. Go in there. Oops. Oh, sorry. In here, you can comment your note. That's if you want to set a new comment, pardon me, but we've already got that one open. So in there, we could write a little note, great work, and send that note. And you can see whatever text you put in there goes in there. Or you can set a video by pressing the little video button right next to where it says comment here and that note line where I wrote great work. So you can see my video message to Sophia. This is fabulous. That was my Movember mustache. Sorry about that. So if we go back there, and then at this point in time, we click there. This was Andre's answer to Sophia. We pressed the video, and Andre, we took a picture of Andre, layered it on top of where Sophia's picture was, and he recorded his message to Sophia. I won't have you listen to the whole thing, but the gist of the message was, "Hi Sophia, I really enjoyed your message. Thank you very much for responding to me, and I hope you learn English as well." So as you can see, there's a lot of uses within the classroom, and when you're dealing with a full classroom of students that are using it, you can see that it's very, very useful by the means that the children, once you've given a lesson or once you've explained something, the children can either ask you questions through text or through video. They can actually use those tools, the circle tools and the rectangle tools, to highlight things in the video, so that they where they've gotten stuck, or they have a question, they've got lost, and other people can come in and actually comment on top of that and provide answers to that student as a peer from the class, versus having to get the answer all the time from the teacher. That's where the name comes from. It's actually Ask3, ask three before me. So ask three other people before you run to the teacher. So it's very collaborative, and it works out as just a great tool within the class. I was able to use it with my class last year, but this year all the children don't have iPads at home, so I've kind of shied away from using it with this year's class. But we did a week's worth of lessons last year, specifically using iPad, which went really, really well. And I did use this tool for those lessons, and the kids had a really great response to it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that was informative, and thank you very much.